Ring. Ah, yes. Yes. Welcome. Welcome to another session, another podcast, another live stream here on the Chaos Rain Show. I am Chaos Rain here, one and only. And as you come in, make sure you hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Chaos Rain Show as well. Become a member to the Chaos Rain Show. 2 tiers. Enter the Chaos. Second tier, Chaos Uncut. Pick your weapon or poison on what tier if you decide to join the membership of the Chaos Rain Show. I just know there's gonna be some videos there and maybe some more that I might do on the members only page. But like I said, you wouldn't know unless you start joining on it. And normally there's some things on it now, but when more people join, there's gonna be more some things I would like to share. But you have to become a member on the Chaos Rain Show. Okay, let me type this. Also, the links to follow me are the following. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. You could also add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. And join the Discord service too as well. Those are in the about section of my YouTube page as well. Let me see. Oh, how you doing, Henry? Relentless. Oh, Henry, if you're not too busy, would you like to come up? Because I know you have a channel for yourself. And the topic, as I have up here, is something that came to my mind. Are you interested to come up, Henry? Let me know. Press 1 if you want to come up. Also, please, guys, follow me on Rumble. I have not checked my Rumble lately. I think I'm starting to grow. Okay, that's cool. Hold on. Oh, that's cool. Also, you gotta keep in mind. I was trying to say. I think. Oh, Rumble is starting to get some following Rumble. So which should help. I like everybody else that's not only here on YouTube but also follow me on Rumble as well. As I get it more growing up to a point where I could probably might do some live streams over there for more hardcore and maybe uncut content, which should help and with your following, you will make that possible for me to do some things over on Rumble. And let's be honest, Rumble can be fun if you know how to use it properly. So that's one kicker people don't really talk about. What else I'm trying to think of here? I'm just running down a list. And I'm just checking something right now. I also got Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, etc. Some old videos or recordings are also on the podcasting side of things. So make sure to check that out. And I'm just checking some last minute studio brush up to see what's going on here. I tell you, man, Discord is something else. Discord be freaky as hell. I tell ya, if y'all have not joined Discord, y'all missing out, man. It's a lot of wild stuff on Discord. I like to say that much. I can't give more detail on that. And before I even go into the subject, I did not really cover Young Jeezy in per se of what's been going on with that man and his now gonna be future baby mama. My thing is this with Young Jeezy. Not saying you pick better because I'm not interracial, but I would say, bro, you could do it better. In my opinion, you could do it better. Don't get me wrong, Genuine is a slim little with somebody Asian woman, Filipino woman, but to marry her and put a ring on that, I don't know about that, man. I question that crap, And let's be honest, the sisters don't give no much any better over here in regards to black men, unfortunately. I mean, let's keep real. The sisters do have their problems. And I want to tell no man to deal with no crap from a sister. Because if you really take pride in your health and your well-being, I mean, you're going to have to be very discernment if you're going to take on black women as mates. Because a lot of them right now, they're too rude right now. And even don't have the respect for a lot of black men to even consider that. But like I said, Young Jeezy picked an Asian woman as a mate. And right now, from what I'm hearing a lot of speculation what really went down with that, with this future divorce. I look at it as this. He married a woman. The woman did not want to be a wife. And it's proven evident because she got divorced by the white boy. And now she's going to get divorced by the black man. I'm going to tell you right now, for Jeannie Mai, you're going to be back in these streets. You're going to be back in the streets taking some dick, baby. You're going to get banged out. Like, get them cheeks clapped. Forever. Forever. Yes, forever. She's going to be a throat goat. She's going to be a woman that's getting that clapped cheeks. That's in her future. And I can see why she fights so hard to stay in this marriage. But I know Jeezy's not going to keep her. Because what I heard, the laws in Georgia, especially, if you ain't been married for 2 years, you're not getting no alimony. So if you're going to be getting is this little crummy little child support check, which ain't nothing out of this because he's accustomed as a thug dude, a real gangster black man. He's no customer paying child support for a lot of these broads. I'm just saying. There's no sweet way to say it. And it goes into the subject at hand. Women cheat more than men. And here's why. And before I go, and I know Indigo Flow says, yeah, he could and he should do better. And for all those that's listening in, and please guys, if you don't mind, support the channel, support your boy, Super Chat is working, and I'll put the cash apps in the bottom. My thing with Young Jeezy, personally, with the dating out scenario, we all know black men has a little more easier going outside the community, dating and finding mates. But the kicker is, what type of mate are you getting going out, dating out in the West, in America, especially? Is it anything of higher quality or is subpar poon? That's the question modern Western man should ask today. Does the modern beep have any significance to your life? I mean, really. I don't see no really significance, purpose. That what value Western women have for modern men today. I think one thing is evident, and I had conversations with my other friends, that, and I agree with the man, most modern women today are looking for a sponsorship. They're not looking to be anything more than you just pay them to have a lifestyle while they can still do what the hell they want. It's like a utopia if you think about it. And I'm not in the business of bringing forth utopias for ladies. I'm not sure about you fellas. If you want to do that, that's up to you. But I don't see the importance of building a utopia for a lot of these ladies. Or majority modern women. You should be able to be in a relationship, play your role to the best of your ability, and be, a man's somewhat comfort at times. You should not be like what Jeannie Mai tried to be, from what I'm hearing, be a loose dragon with your tongue and your words. And trust me, them Philippine women got mouth, if you know what I mean. And I'm not talking mouth she gets on her nice, she got mouth. Because, and it's funny, we come having this conversation. Matter of fact, I got some better. Since I'm talking to you, let me find the videotape. 1 second, guys. This would make more sense. Oh, damn. Hold on, guys. What happened? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I got something better. Let me do this. Wait, hold on. All right, let me do this. I remember there was a video I had up here. I'm trying to find out because this will sit home, and I'm going to run an audio recording of a unique conversation that I took part of. And all this is going to probably add up, or hell, this is just going to be fun. Well, it's going to lead on to more deeper conversations. So let me find it now. And I'm trying to remember which folder I put that bad boy. What's this? Be patient, guys. I'm trying to find it now. And I was gonna, and I might still do it. But all right. Let me lower these windows so I can find this bad boy. Now, where did I put it? Try and find that stupid video. That's not it. Let me go back. I'm trying to find my. Is it in this folder? Oh wow. I'm trying to find that short. Where is it? Where the hell is it? You know what? After all this time, I never check my folder to check these things. Voice-wise, not. No, that's not it. I'm trying to find it, guys. Bear with me. I know this is stagnating, but I had to find it. Let me see this one. No, that's not it. Where is that Asian woman? You know, is this the one? That's not it. Must be this one. No, that's not it. Move that one to the trash. Okay. It might be in this folder. That don't look like this is the one. All right. Let me find another one. Damn, I don't know what I did with that shit. Where the hell is it? Oh, is it this one? No, that's not it. Well, this is interesting. I thought I put it somewhere. Let me keep looking. I gotta find it because this really set home. You know what? Let me go in my folder and type it up. What are they? All right. Let's see. Okay. Let me go down. Let's scroll down. All right. I don't have it. It's disappointing. All right. Well, the show must go on because I thought I had it, but I don't have it. I apologize, guys. But I'll tell you what I can recall. I recall the one. It's an Asian comedian lady. She said that there's reason why Asian women date and marry Caucasian men, white men especially, and from her premise or from her side, why they do it is because non-black men are easy to control, and non-black men, which are like white male and especially, they're more how can I say, they're easy to be suckered in, and they'll do anything. This is the words from an Asian woman that was once, she was once living in Asia. Now she's here in the West because she got too old, and you know. So now that's the reason why she said that why a lot of Asian women date and marry non-black men, more like Caucasian men, because they're easy, they're suckers, and let's be honest, their mothers don't have no problem with it. So they take a full advantage of a lot of non-black males in regards for anything, right? If they act a certain way, they have a certain mood. They're or these women will act real feisty, even to the point that they will get an attitude and make your life live heck. At the end of the day, they deal with non-black men, Asian men. I mean, sorry, Caucasian men, especially, is because they're more. Let's be honest, they're more tolerant. Now, she said the reason why Asian women don't deal with black men, especially, regardless if they're born here in the West or back home in the East, is because they had to confront and deal with their mother. One thing, and let's be honest, some black men, depending on the black men they deal with, won't put up with that crap of that behavior, disrespect, that dragon-like behavior. This is the words from an Asian woman. What she said, the reason why they date certain groups of men outside of men. So knowing this, Jenny might, because she said she likes black meat on the side. Well, this black meat was well done. And she learns the hard way. But you know what I mean? So, like I said, this is what we're hearing from the media, why they break up. We'll never know until it's finalized, and then someone comes out in their own mouth when they ask about the dissolve of their marriage. So now, why did Chaos Reign come to conclusions that women cheat more than men? It's that simple. Women are sneakier. We all know that, but it's much deeper than that. Women, right now, as I'm speaking to y'all and those that catch replay, women overall not only love sex, but they think and feel they could have lots of it, more of it, with multiple partners, like a man. And you can tell the ones that really are the real sexually, type ones are the ones that, let's be fair, honest. They're the ones that have that, cut hair, mostly short hair, and they just act very masculine, very aggressive, doing masculine things. And let's be honest, you see some of them that are doing content creators that are acting very mannish in a way, and there's some that you might know in your own circle that is straight up a loose cannon. At the end of the day, women are women, but you got to understand the type of women you deal with, and I think most men out today knew that women are out there having more loose things in the bedrooms. And let's be fair honest. To be fair honest with y'all, I always said this constantly: is it really a problem that women are out here, you know, busting wide open? I mean, let's be honest. If they're not busting wide open, it really lessen the chance for any man, especially men that, let's be honest. They say they have like a whole high percentage of male virgins now, more than ever, in the last 15 or more years, or over 10 years or so. And it makes me think that if we have so many male virgins out here, that means all the women are really selecting and they are engaging in fun with the small percentage of males in every population. And it's hard for me to say this and really keep it real with y'all, but I am actually convinced that yeah, it is a very small subpar men that's actually getting some of those draws, and they're getting it nonetheless, and they're getting it in bulks and droves because women today in the society are trained, and I mean it, trained to view that the epitome of masculinity is a man that's in these streets. And a lot of people don't like that, but let's test this out. When I mean in these streets, that means a man's out here, he's hustling. He has the persona, the swag, the aggression. That is a turn on to a lot of modern women today. It brings a lot of excitement. And me saying this personally, that using man, if you're really serious of settling down, you might have to reevaluate that here in the West. And I mean that. Hold on. And women at the end of the day, they're the biggest critics in regards to how they deal with the environment out here in regards to the men, the male group. Now, one thing, as you know, because I'm having this conversation, and I want y'all write in the comment sections on your thoughts, opinions on this as I go further into this. That do you agree or disagree with me, especially that if you know of a lady or know a friend, female friend that has been getting not only one but multiple partners, and if so, what is her mood swing? How does she look and view, or you give her, or even go as far as go in depth of what she really is doing, and you always bring it to her attention that you let her know that she could be engaged in loose behaviors that is not a comment for a lady. Are you a close friend to let her know that, or are you a male or man that's doing everything possible to get into her drawers, or are you getting it from anywhere? Nonetheless, she's not knowing or is not brought to her attention that what she's doing out here is, a good thing. In her mind, she feels that, she is just like the boys, and her going out in the streets is nothing of any problem. Because let's be honest, men and women think that they're equal, right? Is that the premise? Men and women are equal, right? So knowing that, that's why they act and behave the way they do. And as a man, all you can do is you got to protect yourself at all costs. Let me see what I'm looking at. Hold on. Oh, why is that showing? Hold on, guys. As you guys come in, please like the stream. Going back and forth looking at some things. And also support the channel. So let me run this little audio clip. This right here, I was a part of listening to, and I noticed with one particular woman, the question was asked about her natural selection of mates, and it's going to probably prove to a bigger conversation that if you're not dealing with a dude that's on his square or on his actual natural path, that he's doing things progressive and working, let's say stay out of trouble. This is who you gravitate and more focus your attention on. So let me run this and see how it sounds. Let me pull it.
The name you got up there is Angel. I'm gonna call you Angel. Which one of those men are you more attracted to? Not the photos, the labels.
I like a local businessman.
Now, I'll show you the picture of the image. Let me see if I can pull up the picture. Where is the picture? Where is it? Oh, I know where it is. Okay, video. Where is it? Is this the one? No. No. I hate doing it. Where is it? Let me scroll down and find that thing. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna keep running this because right now I don't see it. So let me keep playing this and let me make sure it's being played on both ends. So let's listen carefully.
So in a room full of guys like that, you're more attracted to a local businessman.
But that might be the wrong one. I would bypass all the other guys because I assume that they.
All right, so look over here. We can hear it.
Not going to put the woman first, whereas the local businessman looks like he could be more potentially a family man. He's already more settled, but in reality, and that's how a lot of men come off when they're trying to present themselves in a certain way. That's how we come off in my situation. In reality, it's not.
All right, before we continue, I need to acknowledge the chat room. Hello, Positive Vibes. How you doing? Hello, oh, you listening? Oh, listening about okay. I see Ray Hammonds in the building. What's good? And like always, please guys share the video. Let me hear your thoughts and opinions. Let's interact with this. Let me clear this up. I was trying to find the video, but I forgot. Wait, actually, I know what the name of the video was. Wait, let me pull up. I know what the video. Oh, why didn't I do this? I know what the name of the video now. All right, I found it. So let me show you the image. What I'm talking about, guys. Yes, I should have did it earlier. Go up. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. These are the two people to pick from. Y'all going to see this. How you doing, Hustler Muscler? All right, modern. Where is it?
Good name you got.
These are the image. Y'all can see that? Y'all can see this? Good. Y'all can see it. This way it means, as you can see on your left to right, there is street hustler, rich businessman, local businessman, and lazy man. Now, lazy man looks so funny because this guy has a tailored suit, but nonetheless, this is the business. So these are the images for those that's not clear. Hope y'all can see it now. All right. So now, from her saying that this is what she likes. Now, everybody want to know what this has to do with cheating. Why cheat? Because it has a lot of things to do. Because if you're a man and let's say you fall on these categories, your woman, depending on how productive you are and how much you don't give a crap, your lady could be stepping out. She could be kissing you in the lips one moment, and she getting her back blown out the other. It is the nature of the beast. But let's listen more into this. Listen carefully.
I like that. It's almost like a facade. I feel like all of these men on here
They said we don't have no socks on.
I don't know why certain men dress like that, but some men think that's a style. That is actually a style, believe it or not.
So you like that?
I don't dictate how someone dresses.
Okay.
I think that's a personal thing, You are you. I'm not trying to change you.
No, I got you. So in a room full of men, the man you're more attracted to is the businessman.
Yeah, and then out of all these other gentlemen, I feel like I wouldn't have to. I'm just gonna be honest. With the local businessman versus the other big gentlemen out there, if we were all in the room, all four of them, and it was a room maybe 30 women, and myself included, I know that a lot of the women would go after the other three men because of their aesthetics and the imagery that they give out.
Okay.
The ladies' man is always going to get the ladies. The rich entertainment, just because of who he is going to be there. The street hustler, if you're a woman that like that type of guy, you're going to know he's top boss anyway. But they're not really paying attention to the local businessman because he would be considered a lame. He would be considered someone that is out of the league of the other three gentlemen. Even the ladies' man have like a persona about himself that say, I have swag or I have character that stands out. You know, I can deal with people in any way. Like, but the local businessman is more preserved.
So do y'all hear that? If you're a local business person, or let's go further, you're a man that's a working man. This is the mindset of one particular amount of woman that you listen to. She does view you as a lame. Now, we heard this many times that the word lames have been used loosely. But usually most people that are lames are the ones that runs and deals with society as a whole. I mean, they deal with the infrastructure. They're mostly the creative ones and the ones that's really dictating laws and policies. And don't get me wrong, there are some pookies in certain higher positions, but most of them that's in those top echelon of men are going to be, let's be honest, lames. And God knows if he's a black, high established, well established man, he'll be double a lame in the eyes of a lot of women. Matter of fact, he will be probably invisible to a lot of modern women, especially with the sisters. Anyway, let's keep going. Hold on.
What if it gets weak for you though?
Which one?
The businessman.
Weak.
What did you say? You say don't put the family first, right?
Yeah, but I'm asking.
No, you said the businessman to you would put you first. You said you first, right?
I said that's the way that I would think. I said, but it probably wouldn't be the way. It could possibly be the rich entertainer or the street hustler. Actually, to be honest with you, my choice was the businessman. But like I said in the beginning, I could be misled. The street hustler, to me, would probably do me more right than any of the other gentlemen.
Okay, so that's the one you're attracted to, the street hustler.
No, I'm attracted to the local businessman, but I believe I could get love from the street hustler.
But my question to you, beep, how would you know that you'll get more love to the street dude? Unless the street dude you are going behind, if you're in a relationship that, from y'all listen to the conversation, let's be honest. When you hear a woman say that she's more attracted to the businessman, but think the street dude will give her love, what it tells you, gentlemen and ladies, this woman, to me, is two things. Either you've been or you're still for the streets, or you already engaged in a relationship right now with the so-called a street man. You must pick. Which one is it? And you can't have both ways, ladies. You're not gonna have both ways. Which one is it? Because me hearing this and analyzing this one, I could tell that you're still engaged in debauchery and low-level rituals in regards to intercourse with they call the Pookies and Ray Rays. I'm sorry, that's the vibe I'm getting. And you're up here telling the brother that you are still attracted to what? A street. So, I don't know, man. Sounds so odd, but I'm sorry. But let's keep going.
The ladies' man is not ever going to commit. The rich entertainer got too much going on.
Mm-hmm. So who would you date? I mean, like, I'm serious. You would date the street hustler?
I would date the local businessman. I would be afraid of the street hustler, but in the end, I know that the street hustler will probably do better by me.
Okay. Well, why don't you date him? If he's gonna do better, like what?
Because
I don't get that.
aesthetically, it's not safe.
But that's the excitement, chick. You deal with the street dude because he's not safe. Matter of fact, I'll war down. You deal with the street dude is because the street dude gives what we like to call excitement. Like literally, you're getting enticed, aroused to the notion that this man could lose his life. Hell, he could even give you a frill. You know what I mean? But that entice you, that unleash your juices. That's the thing that gets you so turned up that you will forego any possible consequence dealing with a street dude. I'm just telling you. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this woman, she is, and I'm going to play it. Yeah, I know I'm about to play. This lady is definitely on the carousel. Like literally, she is definitely on this carousel. Like modern women, like some good portion of modern women today, that be on that carousel for real, for real. Let's listen to more of this.
You know, a street hustler has a certain type of tag on, like they wear a certain tag versus the other three gentlemen. And it could either be a danger zone or it could be I'm risking everything that I've ever built to be with this individual. So of course you're gonna, if you have any type of, care about yourself, you're gonna obviously have care with that situation. So it's gonna take you a little bit longer to trust this guy. But in the end, because of his loyalty to the game and the streets, he's gonna ultimately be loyal to you. But can a woman's mind actually overlook all the other things that he has going on? 9 out of 10, he's probably not going to cheat on you. He's probably going to do all he can to give you everything that these other 3 men could give you, but probably won't give you.
Before you go on, and I'm not saying that the local businessman won't cheat. Let's be clear. I mean, we all know non-black males do mess around. And the reason why they mess around, and a lot of us in our own culture understand this, because we look at the non-black mate as gods. So if he goes around and dabbles with other strange women and engage in, releasing onto other women, I think it's not a problem for most majority modern women. It's only a problem when the black man does it. Ain't that something? When a black man does something, everybody's watching. Watch him like a hawk. It is what it is. So let's go on and hear her continued response why she would pick the lame or the stable man, the street man.
Just so that he's happy.
You said the businessman would put you first. Now, if he does that and his business goes to shit, is he a good businessman?
And that means he's just like the situation that I'm in, where I said that there's codependency. You start to, as a woman, fall out of love because
you just said you want him to put you first.
Yeah, you could put me first, but you have to be a man. You have to be a man still.
He can't put you first. He can't put you first. If he's a businessman, he can't put you ahead of his business.
And that's why I said in the beginning that even though I would choose him, he probably wouldn't be the one for me. If it were up to love, it would be the street hustler. I made that very clear. Because that local businessman is still going to always have an ego. And whatever business that he's in, he's going to...
Is it his ego or he's just trying to maintain his business?
It could be a little bit of both. And you got to remember, he's a black man. So his challenges in the business world is much different from other culture. So he has to play a different type of game. It's not the same as it's all vanilla beans and flowers.
Yeah, but why would you want the business? If you date a man, he's a businessman, he's got 2 barbershops and a car lot, and he has these things when you met him. Why would you want him to put you first?
If he has 2 barbershops and a car lot, he got that 9 out of 10.
Okay,
So
got that. Okay, got that.
He's not a good businessman based off the
Oh,
businesses
he's not a good
that he
businessman.
has. That
So
you just
if he has debt, he's not a good businessman.
no, because the whole objective is to be debt free or something. Well, it depends on how long he's been in business as well. Because
I don't see how you're being an asset to him. I don't see, because if he's telling you, he's meeting you and he's telling you that, hey, I have 2 barbershops and a car lot, and I normally get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm out at the car lot. I'm out, making up the shops. I'm over here. I'm over here. I work 12-hour days. You're saying if he dates you, he wants you to come first. So all of that, he's got to neglect that and put you first. I don't see how that's positive
well,
for him.
obviously, I wouldn't come before his business because the business is our stability.
No, wait a
Let's
minute.
be clear
Some
there.
women do want that. No, some women want that.
But not myself. I can only speak for myself. When I say put me first, that means out of all the other individuals in your life, that means I should be able to depend on you. That means you should be able to answer my call. That means that guess what? You make time for me as your significant other. I'm not ever going to tell you to put a human in front of what you've built. You have to survive. You have to.
Some women do. Some women will
Well,
get a man.
can't. That's very naive.
Wait a
That's
minute.
very naive.
Some women will get a man like that. He's single. He's successful. They'll take this guy and they'll make this guy neglect his businesses. They'll give him a lot of sex.
Because they're trying
And
to.
wait a minute.
That's
Wait a
the
minute.
difference.
And when his businesses start to go downhill,
And they'll leave.
there you go. And they'll leave him.
And that's why I said you cannot do that. That's wrong. That's using a person. That's not being an asset to that person. And even as the woman, if you're doing that, you are basically a debt to him. You're basically a burden. Why would he want to keep you? Men like that only mostly look at women of equal value or women of an equivalent value, so that they have commonalities. That person understands how the business life is. You don't have to be in the same business, but because you have an understanding, you will never ask me to sacrifice something.
What would you ask of the street hustler? How much attention would you ask of him?
To be honest with you, the street hustler, you really probably don't have to ask. 9 out of 10, he makes time for you. Believe it or not, it just is what it is.
Oh man,
Those type of guys make time for some reason. I don't know where they get it, but
there you go.
they make it happen. The rich entertainer doesn't have time. The ladies' man, he ain't got no time because he's with all ladies. He's wherever the hotness is. He's wherever who's going. He's not gonna wait for you to, I don't want to let you hit tonight, or I don't want to be this. He's moving on to the next. So you will never be sturdy with him. Not for a relationship.
But you said that the street, you want the businessman, but you're afraid he won't put you first. So you prefer the street hustler.
Pretty much.
And men are saying, okay, why is the and we put that's Pookie Ray Ray, that's his category. The businessman would be any businessman, but pastor, clergy, all of that would fall under the businessman.
Absolutely.
You admit that your desire to be first will ruin what they're trying to create. You admit that. And you said, also women do that, then they leave those guys. But you're willing to accept what the street hustler gives you, knowing what he's doing.
Have you ever seen Power? Did you see how Ghost was?
No.
If he's a guy like Ghost, absolutely. Absolutely. But like I said, the street hustler, at some point, and I don't think that I didn't assume that you were talking about a corner boy at all. Not to be up here with these elite gentlemen. So I'm assuming you were talking about somebody.
Successful street hustlers, trappers, scammers.
Not a trapper. Trappers don't make money.
Well, the successful ones. Yeah, if you're successful, you can make some money doing it.
Not trapping. Trapping is still low ball. Once you hit a certain level, you're already transitioning into how you can get out of the life the right way. Or you got people working for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Guys like that. What I'm saying.
Connect.
But look, be for real. Be for real. Because let's just be real.
Out
Out of all these men, the one you're most attracted to is the street
is the
hustler.
local businessman.
No, come
The
on.
most attractive is local
No.
businessman. But the street hustler,
You just shut him down.
no, the street hustler, and I'm telling you this from a woman's perspective, not from a man's perspective. You guys are gentlemen, so how y'all think about other men is different. But from a woman's perspective, I can control the street hustler more than I can control the local businessman. You understand what I'm saying? There is a difference in between each and every one of these gentlemen. None of these gentlemen are the same. The only commonality that they have is getting money. That's the only commonality that they have. But their whole personas and everything is totally different. Their values, their core values are different. So for me to rate these men genuinely, I have to say that. Now, notice, I didn't give any clout to the rich entertainer. The ladies' man really didn't get any attention. I focused my points on what I wanted, and if I knew something couldn't happen, who I know would be able to suffice. And I don't care what kind of woman you are, who you are. Every woman knows some type of street hustler on a higher up level. Or I hope that as women we just not knowing corner boys. And once you meet that type of a guy, his demeanor is different. So he carries sort of a casual corporate maybe demeanor.
We may go to you, Truth. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Of the four.
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, damn. Sorry. Oh, damn. Y'all can hear me? Oh, man. Go ahead. One moment. I'm good. Yeah, I seen the comment. I forgot her name. I forgot what her name is. I think her name's probably Angela. Her name's probably Angela Indigo Flow. Now, Guns Metal Guys USA. In these types of conversations, women goalposts are always emotional. Yes, always. Why is illegally activity still an option for women when choosing to mate? You know, to be fair, honest, I can't give you the answer why that is. Like I said earlier, it brings like a sense of thrill and enticement, certain adrenaline rush to know that she could be put to harm and danger, knowing this man is living the life. I think one thing when it comes to modern women, gentlemen, they live vicariously through what they see through television, or I should say HD vision, more like, or streaming. They see the thug, the tough man, the so-called criminal man. She's right. Yeah, she's very much drawn to the tough man, the criminal element. That's indoctrination. That's learned behavior from what I'm getting at. This is just me. All right. Meanwhile, a good guy, whenever the hell that means in today's world, is flapping in the winds. Yes. Yeah. And here's the fun thing. The men that doing what they should be doing, right? They go unnoticed. Guys. And for good reason. There's a reason why he goes unnoticed. It's because she's not really focusing in on him. It goes to show that if you look at let's say a Western woman, a black woman, or in general, you might have to be playing this so-called fake persona of what we call a bad man. And I know that don't sound right, but what other options you have if you want to mate? But let's keep listening, and please guys, support the channel, donate, Cash App, $ Chaos 8 Rain, or you can use a super chat. Either or all contributions are, like always, for the channel and other things. So I will appreciate it. And before I play, someone said they go invisible until the wall hits or baby's come. I would go in for the Guns Metals guys. They go invisible because, and they will come out of invisible to the light, is when they notice that phone stopped ringing. They notice that getting your back blown out for God knows, for the first 10 or more years of your life, or even sooner if you're a teenager, having engaged in that type of, entertaining. And mind you, guys, I'm using clean language because, as you know, we got, we're going to try to keep it clean tonight, if possible. And I will drop the link for those that want to, lay out and give their own take on this. But let's keep listening in. Mike Reed writes, yep. Let's keep going.
Which one do you want?
I want the local businessman.
Okay, of the four, which one do you need?
I need the local businessman.
Okay.
I need a local businessman because I'm a businesswoman. As I said, you have to be equally yoked. But if all else failed, I would go to the street hustler because you know why?
Go ahead, Drew.
That's a thinking man. And whatever it is that needs to be accomplished, he's going to do it.
Go ahead, Drew.
You hear that? The businessman is, to her knowledge, not a thinking man. Now, do y'all believe that? Do y'all really believe that? Someone writes, thank you for your content. I feel men in need to ramp up their focus on achieving something for themselves, worry about strangers and later, if at all. Yes, that's true. Guns, metal guy. Yes, I agree. Yeah, she's crazy. But where do we hear this before, guys? That they saying the dudes that's in the streets, the hustler, or we all know they're doing some type of ill will behavior that they shouldn't be doing in the streets. Let's say the man out there is doing that. Why is it in her eyes this is more of the competent man than the businessman? I'll wait, or local businessman. I'll wait. Does this really make sense? What it's telling me, and let me put this back on the screen. For those that I can't keep eye on the chat room or what's going on in the stream. What this tells me that if you're a man that's about your business, to the eyes to modern women, to you fellas, not only you're invisible until they hit the wall or they have babies, but you are incompetent. You're incompetent. You are incompetent to modern Western women. Oh, God. Incompetent to modern Western women. She tells you right here why you're incompetent. Because you don't have the wherewithal. Let me rewind it back because I got to listen to it again. All right. All right, let me play this again.
Their core values are different. So for me to rate this man genuinely, I have to say that. Now, notice I didn't give any clout to the rich entertainer. The ladies' man really didn't get any attention. I focused my points on what I wanted, and if I knew something couldn't happen, who I know would be able to suffice. And I don't care what kind of woman you are, or who you are. Every woman knows some type of street hustler on a higher up level. Or I hope that as women we just not knowing corner boys. And once you meet that type of a guy, his demeanor is different. So he carries sort of a casual corporate maybe demeanor.
We're gonna go to you, Truth. Hold on. Let me ask you this: of the four, which one do you want?
I want the local businessman.
Okay. Of the four, which one do you need?
I need the local businessman.
Okay.
I need a local businessman because I'm a businesswoman. As I said, you have to be equally yoked. But if all else failed, I would go to the street hustler because you know why?
Go ahead, Drew.
That's the thinking man. And whatever it is that needs to be accomplished, he's going to do it. Man, because I'm a businesswoman. As I said, you have to be equally yoked. But if all else failed, I would go to the street hustler because you know why?
Go ahead, Drew.
That's the thinking man. And whatever it is that needs to be accomplished, he's gonna do it.
Go ahead, True. Go ahead, True.
Hold on. One more time.
This woman, as I said, you have to be equally yoked. But if all else failed, I will go to the street hustler, because you know why?
Go ahead, True.
That's the thinking man. And whatever it is that needs to be accomplished, he's gonna do it.
Go ahead, True.
Did you
Did you have
So for those that come and listen, thank y'all. Make sure you like the stream, share the stream, leave a comment during and after the stream to the Chaos Rain Show, and make sure you become a membership. One thing, in her eyes, like I said before, competence is what she's looking for, and she doesn't see that in the regular modern man that's doing what he should be doing, either if he's a businessman or not. And usually a businessman should be, like anything, is not only competent, but he's very much well entrepreneurial in his endeavors to risk it all and take risks to really go out in the environment and try to slay and really only get what he could conquer. So to me, hearing this from a woman that says she's a businesswoman, personally, I don't really think she does. I'm not sure what business she in, and she better be in the biz, like the tech field or something like of high or some of significance that society can use. I don't want to know. I swear to God, she better not be one of these women that's doing hair or nails and all that stuff. If that's the case, man, you're screwed. So I'm hoping that she's not one of those women to talk about competence. Anyhow, I'm gonna let this run.
Well, I was going to ask, but I was like, and let me know if you don't feel comfortable asking. I just asked, how old are you?
Oh yeah, we don't.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, that's irrelevant.
Okay, cool. If you don't, I'm sorry. I will ask.
Yeah.
What's going on,
No, we got
The way I
up there.
just
What's up,
rated
Jim?
these men should matter more than anything. Most women wouldn't have even rated them that.
Yeah, what's up with you, Jim? It's been a minute. We don't care about her age, Drew. But what we do like
I was curious.
Her input.
No, I don't think her input.
No, she's telling the truth.
No, I don't know. She is.
Yeah, so for all the guys who wonder why these women like these street dudes and the poop, she just told you.
Yeah, she did.
She just told you.
Because I love men. I love men, and I'm a true believer that you treat people how you want to be treated. But to see someone for what they are and who they are, not just the facade, is important. Especially when we're in a relationship.
There's no way you could date the businessman and he put you first.
No, absolutely not.
As a woman, I got that. You said, but you said that's what you wanted, and I'm saying his business would go to shit. And so, so it's like, even though I know this guy is successful, I'm not gonna date a guy who ain't gonna put me first. So I'd rather date a dude in the streets because I know I can control him. You said you control the street hustler, and he's gonna spend a lot of time with me.
He will make a way. Being a hustler.
Well, in other words, like most modern women, she wants control. A man that's about his business and doing what he should be doing, he's not in the interest of, let's be honest, putting you first, because his mission and his priorities go first. Which should be, because usually if a man's not seeking and he has, let's say, the actual goals and aspiration, and he is a businessman, obviously what he does biz-wise has to come first for whatever he's trying to accomplish. He can't put you first overall. If men did things in regards to putting first women and then maybe doing the business side, it would collapse personally. But like I said, a woman like that, which is unfortunately sister, she needs a little excitement in life. You can't be one of those dudes that's only there focused on your purpose and maybe making money. And mind, she's a businesswoman as well. So you're a business person, he's business. How that really works out? It don't. Some have made it work, but overall, from what I'm hearing, it does not really work well. All right, let's keep going.
You can take the term street out. Just the term, you could have just put hustler up there, because really that's what it's about. You got a hustler, a rich entertainer, a local businessman, and a ladies' man. The hustler is not going to fail because he knows he has everything to lose. He's still amongst the poverty. He's still amongst the poverty. So he's not in the same mind frame as these guys. He knows
So that's
how
the
to
first
get.
choice.
So he's not gonna fail. Whereas local businessman, he might lose his company, but guess what? The hustler, he might lose whatever he's doing at that point. But I guarantee you, with less than 7 days, most 48 hours, it's another plan of action in place.
So that's your
What
first
if he gets
choice.
killed or he gets locked up?
Can you hear me?
Then
So
he,
that's your first. So
I'm
is that
sorry?
your first? So is that your first choice? The hustler, the street hustler.
I've said like 80 million times on this live that my first choice is the local businessman.
Okay.
She
Then
said
why?
she wants the local businessman and
Wait,
she
hold
needs
on.
Well,
But
she said both.
then why? Hold on. Then if that's your first choice, then why are you going so hard for the street hustle?
Because the street hustler.
He should not even be an option. I'm just telling you the truth. He should not even be an option. Because here's what happens more often times than not with the street hustle. The street hustler is going to pump a baby in the people. Then the street hustler is going to continue to hustle. And then the street hustler is going to end up catching a bitch going to the tide somewhere. He's going to be out of the picture. Then you're going to run to the local businessman because you're going to need a backup plan. And that's the problem now. So why even go put yourself in that position of having to deal with it or even entertaining the idea of dealing with the street hustle? And that's where a lot of people go wrong there. You'll be better off taking your chance with the local with the ladies man over the street hustle. You should go in reverse order. You should say local businessman first. If that doesn't pan out, then
I
try
said
to
that. I said
Wait,
that.
hold
And
on.
my second choice was the street hustler.
Hold on. I think that's what I'm saying. Your second
So
choice.
you're concurring to what my vote was.
No,
My
I'm
first
just
choice was the local businessman.
well, you don't have to talk over. You don't have to
And
talk
then the
over.
street hustler.
I know what your first choice was. I'm asking you, why aren't you even considering the street hustle? Why is he even in the running?
Because the first thing that I said, first.
I'll tell you, and what you listen to is the general. I'll tell you the general why the street hustle will be another option, or I would be honest, would be probably the first option, is because the street hustler doesn't have nothing to lose. He is always constantly have to look over his shoulder. He's always constantly knowing that one false move will put him back in these streets, back in poverty. So where does he have a place to rest his head? Where does he go to nest? To the modern woman, particularly the modern black beep, if you know what I mean. The modern woman, they go rest their head or where they nest to. There's no in between. So that answers the question, but maybe she'll give me or give you a better answer. Let's listen more. Listen closely.
Well, when it comes to rating these 4 men, like me picking the local businessman, obviously I'm into business. The hustler is business. So that's 1 and 1. And a lot of men, and see, this is the thing. This is why I divided these other 3 gentlemen from the hustler, because there's certain demographic of men that won't even look at a hustler like a man because they don't agree with their morals and values. Now, before you made that statement, you said something about what if the hustler dies or gets locked up or something like that. And that's very, very true, but that's his business. As far as the baby is concerned, women have all control of pregnancy. I've never gotten pregnant or anything like that against my own will. So that is the thing of the power of
You're missing.
because
You're
it's
still
not.
missing.
No,
because
I'm
you're
finished
taking-
answering your question.
No, I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. I heard what you said. I've been listening to you well, really, really well. Here's the problem that I'm having. If that is the case, and you know what comes with dealing with the street hustler, a lot of you sisters know what comes with dealing with those type of men. Y'all know that the chances of that guy.
Nothing of dealing. Listen, you are putting.
Can I give you my submission and then I'm gonna go back on?
I'm just gonna tell you where I stand and where I see it, if that's okay with you. Okay, so you said, well, I'm gonna go with the local businessman first, smart choice. Then you said, secondly, will be your street hustler.
Because Platt asked, you remember the question at hand was, and the reason why that went that way was because Platt said, what if the local businessman business erupts? Then that's when you will go to the street hustler. The two main people here who are hustlers is the local businessman and the street hustler. And as I made a statement earlier, I'm not talking about your local corner boy. We're talking about a hustler that's equivalent to these three other men on this panel. Because I don't think that when Platt put this up here, he was putting
No.
I don't think he was putting a pro soldier in a
What
position
you're trying to do, what you are trying to do is now clean it up. Everybody knows. Okay, can you just listen for a damn moment? I'm just trying to give a solution. Everybody knows.
But you gotta word your stuff properly, because otherwise
I'm wording myself properly
a
because I understand what's
and
being
there's no
said
need
here.
for us to be aggressive, because we can't
Yeah,
debate
yeah,
about
not
a man.
aggressive.
We
The
can't
only
debate
reason
about
why-
a man
the only
and
reason-
being a man and me being a woman, because we see two different things. When we look
The
at
only reason why I am speaking the way that I am speaking is because no one can get a word in edgewise as you try to explain and clean this up. I heard your submission.
there's nothing to clean up. What is there to clean up?
Never mind.
Things
Okay,
Okay,
Vlad, I ain't trying to.
No,
And let's go back to why I said earlier. And let me do this. Why I said earlier. Oh, sorry, guys. Women cheat more than men. There's the answer. Now, a lot of people thinks me saying this is the answer. Why are you saying it? So you're saying, or what they'll imply, oh, Chaos, you saying that modern women cheat because they choose the low-level criminal hustler, ones that does, maybe some harm in the community here and there. They'll pick this instead of productive men that should be on their grind and doing what they should be doing. Answer, yes. And if you are that type of dude on your grind, be prepared to be cheated on by the local so-called street hustler, or what they call do boy. Let's be honest. They're out here getting more play, and it's more beyond the mouthpiece. Just the notion, the thought that one slip up could pretty much put them either 6 feet under or behind bars. This is the arousal. This is what entices modern women, including actually, especially modern black women, especially. They're very much enticed to this. Very enticed. This is what grinds their gear. Interesting. It's got some. This is what grinds their gear. And I know the dudes were fighting Angela hard on this. I mean, I don't grudge or fight too hard on certain things. But let's be honest. Let's be honest here. She's telling you that if you are the businessman, or let's say you're a regular man that's working your job or career, or you're a businessman, you are, in the eyes to modern women, boring, maybe lame. You're stable. Even go as far as I hear nonsense time I say, if you're even a businessman that does not do criminal acts or take serious risks, where you could put yourself in either two categories I said earlier, to her, in her mind, you are actually incompetent. Incompetent. I've heard some dumb stuff in my life, but this really bites the dust. Incompetency. I mean, really? Really? Last time I checked, I dealt with a few people that are in business, and they are far beyond incompetent, to be fair, honest. But, and I'm not sure where she's originally from. she sounds like she might be East Coast chick, most likely. That if you're from the East Coast, most likely your circle is pretty much small from hearing your conversation, sweetie. You can't be a businesswoman, and I'm not sure what business you're in, but let's say you're in those low-level business, have the audacity to talk about competency. Who you attract and who you deal with shows who you are and who you can gain or who you really your worth is. And if you say you're attracted to the businessman, but you rock with the what do you call it? Street dude? Oh no. Hold on. Oh my guys. All right, let me keep going. I gotta go through this anyway. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna go through this. Probably another 15 minutes. I might drop the link early with those that want to time in on this. So let me keep going.
General, she likes. We know, hold up, General. Me and you, we both know, and Drew, we know. She don't want to come out and say it. She prefers the street hustler. Now we know. Now this is what she don't understand.
No,
she prefers that. She does prefer the Pookie Rary. Let's keep it real. Keep listening.
No, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. What you're not understanding is that if a man is a businessman and he meets you, he has 3 businesses he has to maintain.
What makes you think that?
Wait a minute. You're not letting. I didn't say he did.
You guys are
wait a minute. No. We're minimizing him. We are minimizing him.
You are, because number one,
you actually minimize him.
You actually minimize it shouldn't even say street hustler.
Wait a minute. We're minimizing. Of the 3 people shown, he's the guy involved in criminal activity, and we're minimizing it.
No, he's criminal, Black.
Hold on. Now you made criminal. Right. I was just gonna say that you're making him, and this is the whole thing.
Street hustler.
No. Men and women have different opinions. Just like if we were rating women up here, my opinion would probably be as you guys are as far as judging these men. So I do understand that. I'm not knocking any gentleman that's having an opinion on another man from a man's perspective. My opinions are solely based from a feminine perspective. And as I stated, you put street up here, but a hustler is a hustler. A hustler means that, number one, I can be a hustler and have a business and have organization.
Well, no,
would that be a business?
She want to make it up.
Hold on. Hey, Angel. Okay, do what we'll do, Angel. Hold your thoughts. Angel, we don't want you to change your mind. Now, hold on, go ahead. Hold on, Angel. Uninterrupted. Do me a favor, Angel. Okay, go ahead, General, uninterrupted. Go ahead.
Hey, Brad, everybody in the damn audience knows when you made this damn meme, everybody knows when you put street hustle up there, everybody knows what you're talking about. Scamming, credit card, hustling.
And I never, and honestly, and this is my I never thought about that way because I don't live that.
Well, that's what that was.
Hold on, Angel, just hold your horses.
That's bogus. Y'all doing that man like that.
Okay, hold on. We got. Wait a minute. Wait, because hold up, Angel.
Definition of
Angel, you got to let me finish, okay? Look, I want to talk about the businessman, and I want to talk about women. Here we have a man who can give a woman a wonderful life. He could be a father as much as he can be. If she's the mom, she'll be taking care of the kids. He'll be paying the bill. He'll be providing the resources. But we heard her say because he can't put me first. Now, not you, Angel. A lot of women think like this. Well, because you can't put me first, I don't want to be with you. Well, hell, I got a goddamn business to run. I can't put you first. Well, I'd rather be with the street nigga then.
It's
What?
not all the way. It's not all the way like that. Anybody that got
Well,
it,
she
and
just
I,
told
and I do believe that all of us are of a certain age to where we know.
She just
We
told
know.
we
We
are.
know.
Joe, can I
And
ask
I'm
you a
saying
question?
like this. I'm
Can I ask you a quick
Flash.
If
She
you,
just
if
told
you,
you
if
the
you-
reason why she will pick the street hustler is because she could have control over him.
and that's an absolute.
Yes,
that is an absolute.
See?
And
See?
you got.
Wait. Did y'all just hear that? Wait. Queen of Virtue, what's good? Queen, did you hear that? Mike, well, I don't know if you still here. Gun, I'm not sure you're still here, or who else is listening. Did y'all hear that? Let me find my tape. Matter of fact, I'll keep this on the screen for a little bit. Let me wind back the tape. All right, let's play that again. Let's hear it one more time.
Yeah, okay, we got it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, because
The definition of hustler
Angel,
would not
Angel,
say
you
that.
got to let me finish, okay? Look, I want to talk about the businessman, and I want to talk about women. Here we have a man who can give a woman a wonderful life. He could be a father as much as he can be. If she's the mom, she'll be taking care of the kids. He'll be paying the bill. He'll be providing the resources. But we heard her say, because he can't put me first. Now, not you, Angel. A lot of women think like this. Well, because you can't put me first, I don't want to be with you. Well, hell, I got a goddamn business to run. I can't put you first. Well, I'd rather be with the street nigga then.
It's
What?
not all the way. It's not all the way like that. Anybody that got
Well,
it.
she just
And
told
I do believe that all of us are of a certain age to where we know.
She just
We
told
know.
we
We
are.
know.
Joe, can I
And
ask
I'm
you a
saying
question?
like this.
Can I ask you a quick
Flash.
If
She
you,
just
if
told
you,
you the
if
reason
you,
why she will pick the street hustler is because she could have control over him.
and that's an absolute.
Yes,
That is an absolute.
See? See?
And you guys might have.
Hey, Angel, I want to ask you a quick
The reason why she will pick the street hustler is because she could have control over him.
And that's an absolute.
Yes,
That is an absolute.
See? The street hustler is because she could have control over him.
And that's an absolute.
Yes,
That is an absolute.
See? The street hustler is because she could have control over him.
And that's an absolute.
Yes,
That is an absolute.
See? See?
And you guys might have.
Hey, Angel, I want to ask.
See, gentlemen, it was always about control. And what she can't control, what she will do, what she will resort to, what be her last resort. She will cheat on you. She will cheat on you. And it goes back because we're in modern times, modernization, all that stuff, the good stuff, right? It makes sense why a modern woman does not respect modern man that's working or doing what he should be doing or being productive, even go as far as maybe taking it a little easier. He might take risks here and independent, but minimize his risk. Why he doesn't do this? And if you are the above man that's a businessman, which we hear some men are in the space that is in business, and we hear some men that are working men, work those jobs, or doing something that is somewhat of necessities for society. You are lame. You are considered lame. You should be born. Because in the mind of modern women, not only lame, but you're incompetent. Oh boy. I heard some dumb stuff in my life, but it makes sense. You can't be attracted to one thing but turn around and say you deal with the street dude, the hustler, or the what they call. I don't use the word Pookie Ray Ray, but you deal with him because you want control. You can't have both ways. And it makes me think about this term alpha woman. It's bunk. There's no such thing. If you're alpha woman, you are in your masculine, you are a masculine woman. And it means you want a man that you can control. If the man can't control, you don't have no usefulness for him. You will discard him like everything else. I remember SWP said best that modern women, especially black women, they do not like and they hate when you as a man really got your stuff in order. It contemplates me. I always keep thinking on that thing. But every time I hear episodes, blogs, or some of these or podcasts in regards to the nature between man and woman are actually explain themselves who they really like and who they actually choose, is evident, is proven a fact now. Incompetence. And really, this is some dumb stuff. Incompetence. I just don't like that, man. Personally, that bothered me. Yeah, that really bothered me. I don't like that stuff. Anyway, and what's good, guys? I'm not looking. I see a lot more people watching. Yeah, hit the like button, share, and support the channel. I mean, that does. It's just weird to me that if you're doing what you're supposed to do as a man, you're considered competent to modern women. In regards, if you're if you're a small businessman, you're working man, or whatever, you're incompetent because you're not afraid. You're not of. And I'm trying to word and wait, and don't mind me, people. I'm trying to keep my language to a certain minimum doing this. She wants a man that is dangerous in a way. This is excitement to modern women. The more dangerous you are, the better. The more risky, the more they're in control, the better off. I'm gonna keep running this. I'll drop the link for those that want to come up. And Queen Virtue, please come upstairs. Your feminine presence is necessary. All right, let's keep going.
We know that that's the reason why a lot of you sisters would deal with brothers like that simply because you can control. You can control.
It's not about that. If I'm dating a businessman, it's because I'm a businesswoman. And if that business, and the question was, and Flat asked me, which is why I made that statement, if his business failed, then what? I said, okay, the number 2 is
You
the
leave?
hustler. Yes.
You said it.
Well, what about the ladies? Well, wait a minute. What about the ladies? Because the ladies could just be a nice.
Eliminate that. Nobody's looking to be
Oh, right.
Nobody's looking to be fussy. The real angel.
Right.
Can I ask you a quick question?
They're not.
Yeah, hold on. Can I ask you a quick question?
No.
I want to ask you a quick question about the gentleman, all of the federal board. Hold on, General. Hold on. Let me just ask you a quick question. So with all 4 of these gentlemen, right? We know who the 2 choices you prefer to pick. So you're picking these people for a relationship, right? How long in years do you think you give each of these gentlemen, the businessman, the street hustler, the performer, and the ladies, man, that they would probably give you as far as the length of a relationship that you would want?
First of all, that's not even a question that I can answer because we haven't even gotten into the dating phase. This is just a standard question. I never even thought about that deep. I'm not, but you can answer that question. How long would it take you?
Oh, so
how long do you think it will last?
So you're not picking them. You're not picking them to be in a relationship.
I'm asking you.
No, I hate you.
Hold on, Angel. Hold on. We're men. Hold on. For you, Angel, we're gonna do this for you. Truth teller.
Yeah.
Which one do you think?
Yeah.
From what you've known from the sisterhood, who do you think they would pick first?
He's gonna say the street hustler because
they're gonna go. Yeah, they're gonna go the street hustler first. They're not even gonna
Angel, I was asking truth teller. Go ahead, truth teller.
They're not even gonna go with the performer. They're gonna go with the street hustler. They're gonna think he's the easiest to access and they can manipulate him more easily.
What about you, General? What about you, General?
You know what I'm gonna say. They gonna say the street hustler. And the reason why they don't say the street hustle is for the obvious reasons that the brother stated. Number one. Number two, it's quick, fast, and easy money. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Quick, fast, easy money. The street
Well,
hustle
I'm
is
a little bit different. I think
they get the bag.
I think
I don't know what type of
I personally think they're gonna go after the ladies' man.
most women do, and I agree with you.
Yeah, well, so I think they would.
They,
I think they will see a businessman who could potentially provide for them, and give them, kids and stuff, great life. Obviously, we know they can't have him, but the street hustler with his possibility off the streets and he's gone for 5 years. I think they're going to go after I think they're going after the ladies' man.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
You guys are
but see,
putting
the ladies-
on all these guys as
Wait,
equal.
hold on.
The
The
take that
ladies'
shit
man is going to be boring, right?
It's
The
different.
ladies' man is going to be too boring for them because the ladies' man is a wide spectrum. The ladies' man could be the dude that's working a regular 9 to 5, post office type dude. He can just have a lot of ladies. You see what I'm saying? And a lot
The
of
lady
sisters-
man is out.
A lot of sisters don't want to deal with a ladies' man because one, it's too much competition. Two, he doesn't have a lot of time because he's juggling a bunch of women. The rapper is not.
And then out of the team, he got a bunch
The
of
rapper,
kids, a bunch of baby mamas.
Answer, you got to let him talk.
You know what bothers me when the men are revealing the actual nature of a lot of Western women, and Western women are just trying their hardest to try to push back on what's being said, but you can't really push back because we see it right before our eyes. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but I mean, what more can a man could say? And you came right on public podcasting air. You're telling that you are, I guess, alleged attracted to the businessman, but in your mind, you'll deal with the street hustler, or what they like to call in a lot of spaces, Pookie and Ray Ray. Make it make sense. It's not making sense to me. And not only that, you say some, man. Let me keep playing, man. 'Cause I'm gonna get a headache from this.
She muted up. Go ahead. And also, we got Love Crossing Borders. He came up here.
That is real. That is the real truth behind. And if you really get down to the pinpoint of it all, you heard what she said in her submission. Well, I try to businessman, but if this shit go up, I'm going to the street hustler because I know that nigga got paper and.
But General, did you hear what she said? Because we said why his business went up. Because of her. And she leaves him.
Right.
She said that with a straight face in a sense. I know I'm the cause. He's a successful man till I enter his life. And I'm like, well, you don't take me out. You don't spend enough time with me. He's like, well, my business is, well, I'm going to do it. All of a sudden, his business going down. He's like, hey, baby, listen, I think I might have, well, you can't afford me. You ain't my, I didn't know. Well, fuck all that. And it's like, you know why I fuck you? If I want to fuck with you, I do.
Now, if you can get a woman, and I'm gonna be legit, and this is why I said each one of those men are very different, and it depends on what you are seeking them for. The hustler, you're not gonna look to be in love with. You're not gonna look to be with longevity. You would look to be with the business. Understand if he's building a business, he's not gonna have much time because his time will go into making sure that business is legit. All the taxes are paid. There's no debt on it. And all those things that need to be up to par so that it can be successful and grow. That's important. So when you this is why.
So my question to ask, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? That sounds like a responsible person to me. That sounds like a responsible person to me. He's doing what he needs to do to pave a future for not only himself, but maybe future offsprings he might have with you. And it seems to me you're not in it for a long haul, sweetie. Because you're concerned about his stability and what the outcome he's trying to get and do out here. Let's keep going.
Okay, this is why I said there are standards to what you're trying to build with each one of these individuals. See,
Okay.
they jump
Hold on, hold on, Angel. Hold on, Angel. I got you. Hold on, Angel. Angel, we got to go to Love Crossing Borders. But Angel, all 4 of those men are in play, all right, with you.
All 4 of those men are of high quality, but all of those 4 of those men, I can't do anything with the entertainment.
No.
I'm not a musician. We can't. We don't have anything.
Okay, so the only one who's really off the table is the entertainer.
No, the one that's off the table the most is the ladies' man. He's gross. That's a disgust.
Go ahead, Love Crossing Borders.
Great topic, great panel.
Yeah. Got your suit on today. What's up with you? What's up?
Just finished doing a live stream, man. You know, I'm always working.
Oh, I didn't know you'd be suited up.
Man, always, man. Somebody got to keep it clean. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
But at the end of the day, the subject matter is great, and the sister really is. I think one of the things that, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, after I speak, the sister is speaking her truth. These are her truth, and I think some of you guys are you come across as like somewhat flabbergasted at her. I can't believe that she's actually that type of tone. But these are the women that you guys are dealing with today, and it's hard for you to accept that. But there are many women.
Well, now come on, now Love Crossing Borders.
No.
Hold up, they like that.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't have a hard time accepting it, but her truth is her truth, and it is what it is. And we can go as far as this is the typical mindset of modern women today in the West. You know, it makes sense why they always call these people lame and all that stuff. I get it now. I mean, I get it. It's more than the comfortability and stability. It is actually, how can I say, it's a unique status when it comes to Negroes. And it's like that hood status. It's not a prestige status that a person with status is a reflection, not only of his community, but a person that is useful where they're useful for society. For modern Western Black women, is the status is that you have to appeal a certain way where you look and fit the persona of that, street hood / thing where they are in control. And if you're a man that cannot be controlled, you really have no purpose. You are useless to Western modern women. And this is going to be hurting for a lot of people that catch replay, depending how this goes. And it's not going to be a long live stream. I could tell right now. Matter of fact, I could tell it's not really going to get much notice from the feel of this personally, but nonetheless, it has to be said out. The reason why I say women cheat more than ever, here's why. This is one reason, but it's more than that. There are data now that's going to be present by the end of this year. If you look at the last few data samples back in 2021, it's almost climbing in regards women are almost at neck and neck with men in regards to this thing we call cheating. And I would even go as far as now that was back in 2021, we're in 2023. I could say now it probably is on the average outweigh through the scale. I would even go as far as a person with confidence that women are even cheating more than ever, and they have more, intercourse with more than men. And it proves this so-called, notion that 20%, 80%, they deal with the ones that they control, which are the lower of men, while the other high, if there's any high percent of men, Black men, they are invisible. But it's just me, guys. It's just me. Y'all don't take my word for it. This is what I'm noticing. This is my analysis. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Hold on, they like that. They like that Medellin cartel down there now.
I can't hear what I'm saying either.
Go ahead, brother.
You guys are, when I made the statement, you're hearing the term all. I said many women today are like that. And it's hard for us to come to a reality that some things have changed in many women's eyes, not all women's eyes. Now, when it comes to the street hustler that we all probably hear you guys talk about, one of the things that I haven't heard her speak about, which us men can realize, that the street hustler is really the sum total of all the other dudes.
I said that. I said that, and they overlooked that.
Okay,
And
no,
they
no.
believed me when I
Okay,
said
no,
that.
keep talking, brother. Hold on. Angel, let him.
If you already said it,
Let him talk. Yeah, let me hear his point. Yeah.
Okay, he agrees with you, Angel. Keep
I
talking,
agree
brother.
with you, but you already stated that the street hustler has no longevity. Correct?
Okay.
That's right, but he has great value. He's an asset.
But if the street hustler is on another, but then I also heard you say, Angel, that the street hustler, you not talk about the street dudes like on the wire, you talk about the street dudes like on Power.
Exactly. There's a
He
difference.
had very little to no time to be with his wife and kids. That's why his kids were resentful. So when you sit back and you make the statement in regards to, well, the street hustler has more time than the businessman or the rapper or the ladies' man, that's not necessarily true. You're going to get the same result of him being a ladies' man because he's a street hustler. You're not the only one that sees that value in him. Also, if he's on that level of, like you say, of like the television show Power, he's definitely going to be a ladies' man and a businessman that's too busy for you anyway. But at the end of the day, the businessman, you don't have to worry about him being incarcerated or you and him getting two hot balls in the back of your head.
But that's why I also said love.
I do have pushback on one part.
Also, with the street hustler, I just want to say this. I also said with the street hustler, there's no longevity. So you're not making the same commitment with the street hustler as you would with the business.
Realize,
you don't invest yourself fully into the street hustler because you know, even in this world, he does not have longevity. He's either one, going to jail, or two, he's going to be killed.
But
so he has a value.
Angel,
Then he has
the
that value.
last point I'm going to let you guys speak is this. Angel, you could be with the street hustler for 3 weeks. You can get indicted. So it will have a long-term impact on you.
Right.
If you in the car, and let's put it like this, if you in the car, I put 2 hot balls in him, you are eyewitness. I'm taking you out too. And you only been with this hustler 3 weeks.
But
So
see,
don't
that's
think
why
that
you don't.
you-
That's
that
why
you
I
are
said
a
you
part
use
of
long string.
whatever it is.
Risk to benefit ratio is too high.
Absolutely, compared to the business.
But that
And for those that did not know, and I'm not sure if y'all go back to last year when I had Love Crossing Borders and in regards to brothers traveling. I think it's in my channel. Double check the last live stream on here on the Chaos Rain channel. I don't know if I went in depth of his actual background. I can't recall, but I think if he didn't tell y'all, he used to have been one of those hustlers back in the day. He did a big bid in jail one time. Man's in his mid-50s now, 55. He was born in 68. So he would know because he lived this life. And he tells you from a hustler / Pookie, a once reformed Pookie Rary lens, that how he would deal with, the woman or the female. Not only he would take him out, but he would take her out because of collateral damage or potential of any person that could potentially snitch, which makes sense. And I see Mr. JJ. Shalom, all greetings from Arkansas, y'all. Greetings. All right. Oh, and guys, hit the like button. Share the stream if you can. I'm looking time, as we watching, don't be so scared. Just hit the like button, hit the share button, and pass this along. This is some content, nonetheless, some actual content that has to be examined. I hold the premise: women cheat more than men. Here's why. I give my scenario why it is. You might go and listen to this playback. For those that the comment section or in the chat room listening in, what reason you think why I would come to the conclusion that women cheat more than men? Please interact in the comments in the chat room. Let me hear from y'all. I'm gonna keep playing. Oh, please support the channel too. You know, Super Chat is working and Cash App as well. Let's keep listening. Mm-hmm.
That's why if you're an adult woman, you know to stay away from those things. I mean, if that street hustler, and I'm gonna tell you like this,
Which I
if that
don't.
street hustler has any
You said it
respect for
yourself.
you, he's never gonna bring that to you.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. There's a level
No, no,
of
no.
and a level of
Have you ever been with a street hustler?
I have, and guess what? I was very
So you know better.
I knew better. Guess what?
But you know better now, so why are you saying this stuff?
No, because there was
You don't
nothing
make
wrong with
sense.
him. He was a big timer, and like I said, when
So
we
what
had
happened
our
to him?
affairs,
No.
just listen. Are you gonna let me talk, or you think you know my story? If
No,
you want
I'm
to hear my
asking.
story as
No, I'm just saying, what happened to him?
Go ahead.
What happened to him?
Okay, look, we got a new guy up there. What's up with you, K.R.?
That's good.
What's up? I personally think the biggest issue is we don't have an issue. We don't have a problem with the street. They exist. Those guys are in my neighborhood. The problem, I think that a lot of men, I'm serious, including myself, and look, crossing borders, I agree. We're the ones that acting like this is new news to us, not news to you, but it is news to me. That you actually are saying with a straight face, you want a street hustler.
Nobody ever said that. Not once on your family. But I
You
do.
did.
But I do defend the hustler and to answer
Yeah,
the question
Okay, you
earlier.
defend. Why would you defend a guy like that?
I dated one, and I do understand the
How did story end?
I didn't
I like
get
to know
into
how the story
listen.
ended.
I didn't get into his business party. He kept it away from me. But I'm no fool and I'm no dummy. If you don't have
How
a
did
9 to
story
5, I
end?
know what you're doing. In the end, I ended up leaving him. And
How
the
did
reason why I
the
left
story
him,
end?
I just told your ass how it ended.
You said you left him.
Yeah,
Did you
bottom
ever
line,
find out
I
how
did.
his
Because
story
guess
ended?
what?
Did he
Guess
end up
what?
being incarcerated? Did he end
No,
up?
he's not any of that. He's still free now because he's not a street corner boy. He's not a foot soldier. That's the difference between dating
So he's still out
boys
there.
and street soldiers and versus if you're a top tier. If you're a top tier, first of all, if you can get a businessman, you can get a top tier hustler. That's bottom line because that man is going to let me tell you something. You must not be in business.
Just say you want the hustler, man. We ain't got to do this. Just say you like the hustler.
It doesn't matter. Bottom line is,
We know you do.
I run a nonprofit organization, and I'm gonna tell you the donations that I get come from some of everywhere, and I'm not gonna ever turn down $1.
Oh my God. This one was a 501c3 chick. Imagine that. Wow. Oh. Let me read y'all comments, man. Let me see what I wrote. Because women cheat when they want to, men cheat when they can. Yep. Shanby. The answer is in Ecclesiastes 7:26/28, Proverbs 11:22, 14, and 1. You know, JJ, if you want, you could abbreviate and go not into detail, but reference what does each verb say or which each scripture said for those so we are enlightening. It will be helpful. And like always, you know, make sure you like the stream. 10 people watch it. Please hit the like button and share the stream. You know, and please, you know, support channel. Throw some coins in this bad boy a little bit. You know, this was an interesting conversation, but nonetheless, you be the viewers. Let's keep listening in.
For helping someone in need because of what somebody looked like who had God put it on their heart to give. You guys are sitting up here judging and labeling, and I get it. Guys are jealous. This is what y'all do.
Okay, no.
You guys
Hold on.
How you just for a man that's out here risking everything, so that way you could sit there, collect the money once he does a big bid. Hell, you might even spend the money because that's how well you kind of put that thing on him. You know what I mean? he might just divulge all his resource and tell you, yo, baby, I got the stash here. Hold this, couple G's here and there. Put this in it for stash money. I know you're that type of woman. You that type of woman, Angela. I know you're that type of woman. You're one of them trap queens, man. Those women that. My God, we listen to a trap queen. I think this is beyond a Jezebel. What you say, JJ? Is this a Jezebel? Anybody? Let me read your comment. Proverbs 11:22. A beautiful woman lacks modesty and discretion. It's like a fine gold ring in a pig's snout. Proverbs 14:1. A wise woman builds her house, while a foolish woman tears her down by her own efforts. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Oh, wait a minute. No, Angel. Of the four men listed, you said, I'm going to say myself, I'm jealous of the street hustler. Of the four men listed. You said it. So, if that's what you think, I don't know. Why would I be jealous of him? Of the four men listed. Why him?
None of these men on your screen is marriage material. So the conversations that we were having were up.
Marriage material? No, you said we're jealous.
And you said if the businessman company.
Now, ain't that intriguing? They're not marriage material, but you sure as hell want their resource. Hell, you given also your backside, your mouth, in regards to this transactional situation ship. And you have now you're saying that these men up here are not marriage material. I'm not sure what the Bible says about this marriage material. JJ, if you want to develop that in certain scripture in detail, please do so in the chat room. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna read that, but let me keep going.
But then what? I said the street hustler. And guess why I chose the street hustler? Because you must remember what I said in the beginning. I'm a businesswoman. So guess what? If I'm a businesswoman, then I'm looking for an investor. That local businessman, if his business crashed, guess what? He's not able to invest. That street hustler with a cute smile and a fat ass, guess what? No.
What did you say? That street hustler with what?
Did you hear what you just said? Oh, I gotta mute myself, guys. Hold on. Queen, I did put the call line for you to come up or anyone to come up. I know you want to sit behind the chat room, and I appreciate it, but the reason why I had you want to come up here besides moderating Queen Virtue, because you're a woman of virtue. You are the epitome of femininity. And it would not hurt you giving your take on what you're listening so far, Queen of Virtue. I'm not pressuring you. You know how chaos plays. You know, I have good taste in a few women. And I think you will be proper in regards to giving your take because you bring a more effeminate appeal to all this and give your own take. That's why I kind of asked you to come up. But wait, I'm getting a message. Hold on. Who's messaging me? Okay, I see you, Deacon. Okay. Oh, I see. I'm looking at for my social media. This is what happens. Yeah, that's what it is. I agree with Deacon Mark Hick. I'm talking to somebody on Facebook, guys, because they're watching the stream from Facebook. All right, let me read your comments. The female is a question as a harlot. Yeah. Are they choosing one of the four men they rather have? Well, she said that they're not marriage material, Queen of Virtue. That's what Angela said. They're not marriage material. It would be better for me to read those scriptures out loud on a panel. Oh, no, that's all right. I'm gonna knock you. I'll read it in the chat room, depending on what you write. as you know, JJ, a lot of people are not really so fond of scripture and Bible or Quran. Not saying I'm not for or against it on the Chaos Rain channel, but you know how the mindset of a few people are. You get me? Well, anyway. But yeah, so if you want, you always keep it short in the chat room, you know. All right, let me keep going. Let's keep going. Man, this woman's a trip. I tell you that much.
She's talking circles.
Street hustler would invest in her business.
Street hustlers are
Yeah,
so easy.
you know that you're gonna have
Street hustlers are
things,
so
federal indictments waiting for you to lock you up because that is conspiracy. Taking illegal funds, investing in illegal business. That is money laundering. That's illegal.
Investing in my
Once again, that's
nonprofit.
money laundering. That's illegal. She don't care.
She don't care. Now, for my good friend and buddy, Love Crossing Borders. I respect you, brother. You think modern Western black women care about money laundering? Hell, if the feds decide to come kick down her door and put her in handcuffs right now as we speak, right? The first thing, you know what she's gonna do? Gentlemen, listen to me good. You know the first thing she's gonna do? She's gonna snitch on you to avoid and evade not only accountability, but also invade prison time. Yes. Yes. That's what she's gonna do. And then we have another comment. Proverbs 3:31-3. Do not spend your strength on women, you Virgs, on those who ruin kings. Okay. And another comment is just list of scriptures in chat that then everyone can read them later if they okay. That would make more sense for those that if they want to, as they get back to replay of this, they'll see those. That's a good idea. Yeah, man. She don't care if the dude gets hit by the feds. All she gonna do, she gonna take the man's money, run with it, snitch him out, and go find another hustler. See, you gotta understand. And I remember a guy on Facebook posted for the best. He posted a picture of a woman with a yeah. Let's say it's the Godfather scene, lack of better words. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Where am I? Okay.
Oh, yeah, hey, brother. If we didn't know the laws and the rules, I can understand this. Hey, Love Crossing Borders.
They're still talking about drug dealers. I'm not even talking about drug dealers. A hustler is a hustler. A hustler can be somebody.
That's why.
Angel, let them talk. Angel, let them talk. Angel, just let them talk. We heard your opinion, Angel. We heard it. Now let them talk. Go ahead, General.
Hey, listen. Love and Crossing, brother. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm not flabbergasted because I know what they go for and what they choose. We've been knowing it for quite some time. She let it out the bag when she said, "Well, I can control him." See, and as far as the investment is concerned, she said she's a businesswoman, but dealing with the businessman would not be because it's business and craft. But the street hustler, we ain't got to worry about him getting no bunch of paid time. We ain't got to worry about him getting the hot pellets in the back of his own. You ain't got to worry about that. As long as she can get to the dollar and somebody's willing to invest in her nonprofit organization, she's cool. It don't matter. So the street hustler, quick, easy, fast money, investment, she makes out okay.
Not only that, if he continues to invest in my company, I make him look good for the hour.
That's money
So
laundering.
it doesn't even matter. None of that.
Hold up, Angel. Love Crossing Borders. Put your email in the back. Somebody wants to talk to you. In the private chat. Go ahead. Look, Angel, why are you so? What is this? what is this issue with the hustlers? Why are you so protective of this guy? Look, I got no problem with the guy.
Labeling what I'm talking about, and you guys are.
Okay, well, hold on. Why would you accuse of all the men? Rick Ross or guys? These guys are multi-millionaires. This guy's got businesses, and this guy's got ladies.
Because you guys
Why would you accuse us of being jealous of the street
I'll
hustle?
tell you exactly why. Because he's a hustler, you guys automatically are assuming that this guy is a low budget street drug dealing, gang banging, crack slanging individual.
Why would we assume that?
Because you guys definitively don't know what hustler means in the dictionary, guys. That is what I'm assuming. So I feel like I'm coming in circles. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you guys are just saying what you want to say as a part of the brotherhood, you call it.
How you got this far in life?
Actually,
What am I arguing for? What am I debating about? I'm not arguing, but what is there to debate when you gentlemen already have your mind made up?
actually,
And see, here's the thing. For us to not know each other and us to just be having a common conversation, it's overwhelming in a way to me, but it almost makes me not feel bad
But I
for
can
how my
say- but I can-
men are.
Hold on. Angel,
You know,
I got you. Angel, hold up. Angel. There's a guy up here right now, Angel. He's pretty much done with the sisterhood.
All right. I'm gonna bring up my first guest now. Y'all know who he is. Hold on. All right, Hustler, you there? Let me fix all this.
What's going
Can we
on?
What's good? What's good? I'm not sure how much have you listened so far. There was a lot of let's say this. There was a lot of buffoonery. There was a lot of confessions.
I came in at the last minute, so what were they?
Well-
The voice sounded familiar though.
Well, you heard the people that's on there, and mind you, I had Love Crossing Borders on last time's live stream. He was a part of this. Same thing with me. We were on a panel with a brother, pretty decent brother, Platinum, and there was a woman named Angela. She says she's a businesswoman. I don't know what business she's in, but she's a businesswoman, LLC. You know, she's not my fault, not LLC. She's like one of them nonprofit businesswomen, which we know what that is.
Yep.
As you can tell from the pictures, and let me put us side to side. These are the men that which ladies will pick. She said she would more rather take what we call the businessman, but she more gravitates to the hustler. Now, the hustler could be many things. Hustlers can also be Pookies and Ray Ray, as y'all know. They could be hustlers. But she more did, and the reason her premise why she said that the businessman she more gravitates to, but she will rock with the hustler on the low. Now, she might not say verbatim, but she said that this dude that's on the far right, in the next to the ladies man, she said she's more attracted to this, but behind in the back of her head, she rather would deal with the hustler because the hustler is easily controlled.
Easily controlled. Well,
yes.
Well, if he running the streets with no damn direction, then maybe that's possible, I guess.
And here's another kicker to give you a little context. She finds the businessman, the same businessman with the gray suit with the blue button shirt, right? Or the navy blue shirt. She finds the man that's only about him and his business doing the work, right? And more focused on his his I guess his purpose, his mission and stuff with the business, trying to facilitate business. She finds this man to be incompetent. She gives more merit to the hustler than the businessman.
Wait, she finds the businessman incompetent. Why?
She finds incompetent because if anything will, let's say, happen in his business, let's say goes down the toilet, right? That might be it for him. Unlike the hustler, from her point of view, the hustler is always constant in survival mode. He's grinding. Anytime he mess up, he might be homeless. And she feels this hustler will bounce back faster than the businessman.
And what the businessman can't bounce back to? What? I don't get
That's
that.
brother. It's weird. It bothered me that this stupid chick said this out her mouth, and I'm trying not to cuss because tonight this is gonna be a PG some stream. I normally I would let the gloves off, but I decide I'm going to take the more other approach just for tonight. You know me, I would go wild, but tonight, yeah. And like I said, I could unleft the bail if people start throwing some support super chats on here. I might think of going a little raw, but like I said, I'm going to go PG tonight for the sake of conversation. But nonetheless, that's her understanding. That is her point of view between hustler and businessman.
Oh my God, that doesn't make any sense to say. So you'll deal with the
It
businessman.
never made no sense.
Yeah, so you'll deal with the businessman because I guess he's financially stable or whatever, but you want to mess with the hustler, the street hustler dude or whatever, because I guess he can pipe you down a hell of a lot better, or the fact that he's not going in any real direction kind of puts you in charge. I'm like, seriously,
Basically.
if you want to be in some sort of power control, just get with the hustler from the beginning and leave the businessman alone. And another thing you got to consider is this: if she's more attracted to this hustler dude, why would the businessman, let alone the ladies' man, even give her the time of day?
I don't know, brother.
That's
brother,
something you
I
got
don't
to
know.
think about too. I mean, look at let's take Nicki Minaj and her husband Kenny, for example. You would think that Nicki Minaj, being the megastar she is, could get a high value man, whether it be the businessman or the ladies' man or the whatever, or the business tycoon. But unfortunately, thanks to her ratchet attitude, she don't qualify for any of these men. She's out of their league. So this dude Kenneth, who's been in jail throughout a majority of the 2010s or whatever, is all she qualifies for. And in this situation right here, this hustler dude is probably all she qualifies for. So why even go to the businessman? Why bother? Stay in your lane until you're ready to get out that damn lane.
Because you know why she can't stay in lane? Because there's too many modern Western brothers or men in general, but we're gonna say black men because we're black men up here. For the sake of conversation, we give these type of women not only attention, but we give them everything needed so they stay around instead of make them make a choice, a definite choice. And it goes to the story of women cheat more than men. Here's why. And I said this earlier in the broadcast. The reason why they will cheat more is because they need some sense of excitement. They look at businessmen or anybody of doing some structure in their life, or when we got their stuff together. This is considered lame. This is boring. Now I know people says, man, you should be, multifaceted in certain things. I get it. But really, if you on your grind and actually your purpose, there's some things you're not gonna invest your time in per se on the opposite sex when needed, unless you have to make the time. And usually when you make the time, that's still time that you could do and put to good use. You get me? And every person should have their fun days, but it should not be a point where she's in control. Say, you need to do this in certain days. No, you only do this on my time, sweetie. But enough men are not there mentally to put their foot down to a lot of these ladies. So now we find a scenario. There should not be a scenario of 4 men up here for, let's say, women choose. To be honest with you, but because these men do exist, you give these ladies multiple options, and with these multiple options, she's going. Let's be honest, have her fun, and then hopefully by she destroys her life, right? Well, she will. She's gonna find what? The stable dude to eventually say, all right, it's time to be with you. Like you have skin in the game. Like you have the option to really sit there that you could just bounce around. Hope that made it simple for you. And I'm gonna read our comments. I see our comments, guys.
Yeah. I mean, it's a common fact that women cheat more than men because they can get away with it more. Remember, nobody's holding women accountable for cheating, not in this day and age. Nobody wants to hold women accountable for stepping out on their bae. They want to say it's a come up. Not only that, if a woman cheats on if a man cheats on his girlfriend or wife, he's scum, rightfully so. But she cheats on him, he's still scum. So it's our fault either way we go. So that gives them all the leverage in the world to cheat. It's bullshit. Almost slipped it. It's BS, but it's a harsh reality. Maybe that's why I don't want to do no relationship. Because if we're gonna date women in a society where they're not obligated to stay faithful to one specific guy, they can just cheat and get away with it. Why take the chance? Why bother? Why not just keep around as a little, I don't know, recreational sexual partner, friends of benefit? That way there is no cheating because there's no commitment, and just be happy with that.
Well,
Because I've learned that if you let women be free, I mean, cut you up, but I've learned that if you let women just be free and do whatever the fuck they want to do, trust me, they're pretty harmless when you deal with them. Just make sure they're giving you that same kind of respect. You know, if she want to be out in the streets, let her be. Now she's giving you the same respect by letting you explore your options, and hey, you should be all good in that regard. That's all I'm saying.
yes, remember, breathe, hustle. I know you let one slip, but just breathe a little bit. I know. At times I got to compose myself a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Cause I said I'm gonna do it just for tonight, you know. But like I said, I get you, brother. I get you. Like I said, I have no problem with relationships. I think most of us, we all should engage in some relations so far in parts of life, you know. I'm not knocking relationships because relationships have importance, usefulness. But how we look at today's society, you know, one person is going to prioritize one thing, but the other might not, and that is the risk you take when you go into a relationship, you know, personally. And like I said, you know, the red career issues, if you can get it, that's fine. I mean, but it's a good point in life that life has more substance, importance than just go around bounce around. I think with Western women today, they do think and move like the men. They operate and want to be the men. So obviously they want the same outcomes and even greater outcomes. You get me? In a so-called man's world. And we all know as men that there's no guaranteed outcomes what we do out here in this Western world. Because it's favored to women more, but there's no really guarantee. So, you know, they're going to have their fun. They're going to be bouncing around, you know, do what they're going to do, you know. But overall, you know, once they have gone through the rigmarole in these streets, they're going to try to find some shelter and nest with one man. And that's when they're going to have that rude awakening. You know what I'm saying? Especially they got certain baggage besides kids, other things that plays to them. But let me read these comments. Come behind the comments. Let's take a look. All right. And let me move this because I can't read this. Hold on. Let me do this. I can read that now. The final scripture of God originally orders for marriage. Ephesians 5:22/32, Proverbs chapter 31, and 1 Timothy 2:1/15 to answer your question about marriage. Thank you. It's money laundering. She will go to jail. Which, as you know, Mark, she don't care. I could easily rebuke the heart that's running in the mouth. Okay. The stiff-necked female would definitely hate the following scripture. Proverbs 21:9, 21:19, Ecclesiastes 7:26/28, and Revelations 2:20-23. It's a control situation and factors. JJ coming out. Yeah. Goals, purpose, and value. Men with integrity is looking down on straight 100.
Let's look down on.
Yeah. The Bible is very powerful. There's a lot of prophecy in there, and that is being fulfilled before our very eyes. Even the earth mourns in the form of natural disasters. Clean the virtue. I seen a guy as a drug dealer within $1 million and locked up, or a businessman who earns $100K grand a year and is lame. Yeah. Are those women single or married? Well, the woman that you listened I was a part of, Miss Pat, her orientation is not determined. I had to keep playing to see if she'll reveal that to give you an answer. She says BS. Okay. You are single until you're married. Okay. None of that is true. Okay. Exactly. I was going to mention that 100. women are hard on other women. Yes, indeed, Melissa. Because y'all have made dating be marriage. Sex is for marriage. Yeah. It's different times, man. Sex is more fun than anything else. There's no really that. He likes victim mentality. Okay. No accountability for women cheating. Okay. All right.
Well, there
Exactly.
isn't.
Yeah, exactly, Pat. They want wife actions benefits, but stay refuse to marry alone. Okay. Jezebel is one of the devil's most powerful agent against humanity. It is very evil, demonic spirits. Okay. JJ, I know I'm a Hebrew Israelite also, but you're posting too many scripture back to back. I don't want you to annoy the other chat members. Well, I will say this before I continue. I don't mind JJ contribute in the chat room. Like always, JJ, if you put the number verse, that we helpful. But if you want to go in detail, that's optional. You always want to balance it out a little bit because, like I said, JJ, normally if you did come up on the stream and you reference each Bible verse, the normal public today is not going to accept this. I'm not a Bible person per se. I'm saying how the mindset people are today. They'll listen, they'll hear you, but it's going to go one ear out the other. Just keep your heads up, bro. All right. Sorry, I meant Miss Pat, respectfully. Okay. I can't stand cheaters even in board games. Yeah. Male investor, yes. Hey, sis. Yeah. Melanin. Okay. If a friend of mine cheats, she definitely get called out. If I know about it, stop it. Stop the generalization. That's good, male investor. I appreciate that. I had visions while reading the Bible. I believe the Bible. No one can take that away from me. I'm also a Judah. I understand. Okay. We keep going down. I still agree with cheating or lying in relationships. Just leave it. You're unhappy. Yeah. I knew that Remy's situation was going to have lip flapping. I was going to talk about. I might talk about that maybe before the stream ends. Let me keep going with playing the video. Or the audio version. Whatever.
Black women. He's overseas. He doesn't even deal with women like you, Angel. Uh-oh. She ran. She ran for the hills. I want to hear what she had to say.
No. She's gonna come back. She'll come back.
Well, no, I want to hear what.
Is that platinum elite?
Did she understand that he's like those types of.
Just listen.
Justifying, defending, street hustlers and stuff. He's done with women like that. But she left. She didn't want to have that conversation.
Let's be serious, y'all. She did a couple of things real quick. When she said she picked the businessman, the first thing she did after she said she picked him is she actually tried to chop the legs out from the businessman. As soon as she said she picked him, she gave the positive reasons why she would pick him, and then right after that, she chopped him under the legs on why he wouldn't be a good pick. And then she went through some kind of weird spin, and then suddenly we went to the hustler nigga. Even though she started off saying the hustler nigga's not a good pick, she then went into saying why he's a good pick and that he has value. Listen, I know the sisterhood like hustlers, but I've never heard a conversation like that made absolutely no sense to lead to your selection of hustlers to make it seem like you're not picking the hustler. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm flabbergasted at that. Not that she picked the hustler, just that whole conversation, just to go into her choice of being a hustler.
Of all the men up here, she has more control and play with the street hustler. And you can see, obviously, that she's not going to, because the entertainer, she knows she can be replaced. The businessman, if he's smart, he's not going to give her a lot of time. And the ladies' man, like you said, she can be replaced. So, but the street hustler.
When was the last time you ever saw a street hustler that was controlled? By a dude that's worried about his, like she was saying, not the street hustler.
More control.
I'm not familiar with Power. Never watched it.
Yeah, me neither. I never watched it.
I have seen.
In other words, the
drug dealers. I've seen all those guys. Drug dealers, trappers, scammers. They're weak for pussy. They're very weak for pussy.
Yeah, I've seen it.
They're right down that trick. They walk right down that trick line. So They're right. Women
They
are
do.
right. They can manipulate those guys.
They do. But those dudes also, they're very synonymous with the ladies' man too, because they can
Absolutely.
replace their chicks very quickly. So that's why I'm like, a lot of the hustlers that I know, yes, you're right about that plaque. They do go down that line very easily. But I've also them niggas usually got a number of options as well, right? So I think she just picked them because she knows that they're the most easiest to manipulate out of those four. I think that's why she's drifting towards that, but she still runs a terrible risk of being replaced by him too. So it is.
You know,
In regards to replacement, that's not her concern about being replaced. Her biggest concern, really, if we want to keep 100, y'all, is that she wants that man is resource, which is the dollar bill, and knowing that he will potentially be either 6 feet under or even go as far as be put behind bars. Personally. Anyway, let's keep listening. I see, hustler. All right, let's keep listening.
the reason why I came up on the platform is, and a lot of people on YouTube already know this story, is that I own several businesses in the 80s and 90s. And I had all the women and I had all the money that I could imagine. I was that level of power street hustler. And I, at that time period also, as that in regards to even wearing suits, I'm still wearing suits and I'm in shootouts. I'm still wearing suits and I with the ladies that I'm with, I got to teach them how to carry guns because of, or carry protection, let's put it like this, because of YouTube, protection. And at the end of the day, I looked the part of the everyday businessman and the church guy, but when the federal investigators came, I still ended up doing 10 years in the feds. So when I came up here and she's talking about this pedestalized version of the street hustler that she's described, I'm thinking to myself, that was me. I've literally lived that power life. I literally lived that life building a street team. I literally lived having teams of individuals that work for me in several different states. I know what it's like to live that particular life. I didn't pretend it. So when people see me now, they think they see only the businessman of Andre that exists. But I did 10 years in the feds in 10 different federal prisons. I was in El Reno, Oklahoma, Milan, Michigan.
How were
Chicago.
How were you able to get overseas?
Because you still get your passport. Here's the policy when it comes to passport. And I didn't even know this. When I applied for my passport, I actually thought I was going to be denied. I said I did federal prison and state time at the same time. They ran it together. And they can't do that. If you're in the feds, you contact your state attorney and your judge. Like I had 3 years in the states that I had to do running wild, meaning that I had to do, once I get done with my 10 years in the feds, I had 3 to do in the states. I had 2 states. I had 3 years apiece. I reached out to my attorney in each one of the states, and the states decided, well, he's doing 10 years. Let's run it concurrent. So I was doing state time at the same time I'm doing fed time. So I come home, I come out, I get my education while I'm in there. I progress. I become a completely different person. And so I'm thinking to myself years later, let me apply for my passport. I'm thinking it's going to get rejected. I never in a million years thought I was going to get my passport. I thought I'd get the reason why they rejected it and I could fight the reason. Got the passport, didn't realize that as long as you're not on probation or parole or currently fighting a case, you can get your passport with the felony.
All right. And let me announce the chat room again. Those that's right. And I gotta make sure read this. Once a cheater is always a cheater. I had exes trying to come in my life. I reject them like bad produce. JJ, I agree. My social status is like that of a tiger. I see the tiger emoji. Instead of the line emoji, Sigma males like me, mostly stay to ourselves. The lion relies on a pride to survive, but a tiger don't. The lone tiger.
Yep, that's how Sigmas roll.
Uh-huh. Everybody is online was some kind of big time street rich. And ever since Kevin Samuels, everybody's making 100K and that barely is making it. Let people tell. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Anyway. All right. I'm waiting for Miss Angela to come back so that way I can slowly wrap this up.
Long as the felony is not an international felony of such like international trafficking, things like that. But if it's just a regular felony, like the one young man, stock market mindset, this place that got my passport, I did 6 years in the Fed. I didn't know that.
No. Well, let me ask you this then, Love Crossing Borders. Is that what those women want, though? No. Oh, listen, I'm not talking about you particularly. I'm saying, do those women want felons from America to marry?
What do you mean by that?
I'm asking, do foreign women want felons from America for marriage?
Foreign women from other countries don't care about what your numbers are. They don't know anything about that.
I understand they don't know. We get it if they don't know. But I'm saying, do you think that young, beautiful, ready for a husband, they're in a country, perhaps economically, a man from a different country, from like the United States, provides them a better position in life as far as their future and their kids? Do those women want the felons of America for marriage?
No.
So how did it work out?
And the reason why I say that is this, and I can be honest with it.
Okay.
85% of all felons in the United States go back to prison. The recidivism rate is too high. So for me to pretend of this pseudo image of there are enough men that are leaving the prison system and staying out, there's not even enough brothers that staying out of jail to make your analogy come to fruition. I'm rare. I'm of the 15% that didn't. I'm of the 15% that changed their lives and went in a totally different direction. If I hadn't mentioned my past, you wouldn't have known about that past because I don't carry myself in such a way. Those men, such as myself, are embraced by any woman, whether it be in the States or whether it be federal or whether it be in other countries, because of the change in the manifestation of the man of who I become. But for 85% of dudes, they're too busy going to jail to get a passport to go get a new family, a new life in establishment. Secondly, I think a lot of mistakes that individuals in the States make is they assume that most of the women in other countries, South America, Southeast Asia, parts of Africa, are economically challenged because the rate of our dollar exchange is a lot higher. Not necessarily true. My wife was a corporate accountant before I got here. The woman that I met when I came here was the first woman that I started dating was the head of the largest city in Colombia, Bogota, which is the 20th largest city in the world, the size of Chicago. She was the head of the Department of Transportation. The second.
Before I continue, I may acknowledge the chat room. And one thing, because I love Cross Borders, and I interviewed the brother, and like I said, y'all guys can go back to replay of that. Excellent interview with the guy. I learned a lot from him. What he said about the recidivism rate going back, why it's so high, over 60%. Usually anything that's above 70, that's passing grade. And if it's pass grade, that means that's not good for any person. So the chance of you going back is very high. And the reason why that is because, let's be honest, you're sheltered and you're, what they call it, you've been, how can I say this? You've been quarantined to the natural social working order of America. Once you have felony, you're quarantined. So what's going to happen? You're going to go back to the streets and do whatever you need to survive and be put back there again. That's how it works. That's the genius of the prison system in the West. They make it a way where if you do anything, you submit your will of any criminal charge. If you've not been already working for yourself for a while, it's going to be hard for you to go back out here in a job market with a job. Now, I heard certain states and certain jobs are making leeway for most people to get work, but overall, you can't really bank on that because they have the right to not really hire you if you do have felonies. You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with
Yep.
Dre with that. Yeah, I do agree with Dre with that. Definitely do. I'm 44 years old with no kids and never been married. I've been nationwide in Canada driving trucks since I was 23 years old. That's what a true example of a Sigma. Oh, you're a truck driver. Oh, cool.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And he's okay. He's 44, so he got about 5 years on me. Damn.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I mean,
So, man,
44 years old, single with no kids. I'm like, damn, bro, what you gonna do at this point? Because at the age we're at now, we're not even prioritizing, having a family anymore. So how are we gonna carry on a legacy? What you gonna do with a 44-year-old woman that can't even give you kids if she doesn't have kids of her own? I've been wondering about that lately, so I don't know.
one second, guys. Yeah, I'm on.
You hear what I
All
said?
right. Yeah, I heard you. No, I had to take the call. You saying that the man is 44, no kids, and he's doing all right. I mean, maybe he'll have some. Who knows?
I
As
mean,
we
I'm
get
going.
older. I mean, as we get older, it is more maybe or likely. It depends, but obviously, when they talk about majority of men that have kids, right, and get women out, men are not just gonna be just willingly giving their seed to a lot of women in the West right now, bro. And
Yeah, that may be true.
it's not because of potential may make a baby mama or whatever. Is you ladies, if I had to be honest, it's not really worth it. But what are you gonna do with a seed? Let's keep it real. You're not gonna if you a Western man, a Western woman, sister, are you gonna prioritize the relationship? Especially if it's a boy. Are you gonna be at a point where if the relationship does go left, for whatever reason, are you gonna make the child be involved, or even go as far as the child reaches a certain age, you say, all right, I'm gonna give you food and all responsibility, I'm gonna give them to you. You get me? Because now you gotta deal with this joint partnership with the child in regards to co-parenting. And I don't know how that's gonna work, man.
Yeah, that is a
Oh
lot
yeah,
to think about. But at least you'll have somebody in your life. You won't be out here by yourself in the world by yourself.
Yeah.
But I do get it. You have to be responsible.
We talking about to the man that are you telling JJ should get a woman in her 30s? Is that what you're recommending, Melon? I'm curious. She mistaken his arrogance and lack of empathy for others for confidence and emotional control. Okay. Most women in their 30s can still have children. No, most women in their 30s can't have children.
I never said that, honestly. And when you think about it, most females my age already got kids. That's something you got to think about. I'm 39. He's 44. Most females our age already got kids. So how are we going to compete with that? And if she doesn't have kids, like I said, how is she going to be able to reproduce? It'd be a high risk pregnancy.
Yeah. All right, let me keep going. I want Angela to come back. Listen carefully now, guys.
Person I met was a woman from Brazil. She was a retired model, and she was opening up 2 Middle Eastern restaurants. The third woman I met here in South America that I was dating was a college professor and an attorney.
Well,
So,
let me
professional women, if you are a good dude, you meet good women no matter where.
Hold on, brother. Is it fair for any man, forget this, you to compare you to the average man who may have had your history? Is that fair for a man to say?
That's not fair.
Okay, because you're very different. No, I'm saying you're saying you're very different in the sense that when you did a whole lot while you changed and you did a whole lot. So when you came out, you were a different person.
Correct.
And most guys who don't change, like you said, they go back. No, they don't want those types of guys.
They don't want those type of guys. Absolutely correct.
And you know what? I would like the brother to speak more on this because, if the young lady was on this call, she would translate what you just said to he was a hustler the whole time, so he just went over there hustling too. I'd like you to speak more on that contradiction to where she associated the street hustler to being the same as the businessman, the local businessman. And I know we all know that there's a difference, but the fact that you live both lives, if you could just speak more to that so everybody can be clear that there is a very big difference between the two. And if you could just elaborate and let everybody know about that.
Yeah,
especially in those countries.
And why you assume that was what I was gonna say? No, only thing that Brother Love basically said that he said the same. It doesn't matter what you say.
You actually said.
Why are you still arguing?
You actually said. Excuse me, he's speaking. You can just go back on mute and wait. Thank you.
No,
go ahead, brother. Appreciate
but basically, I just wanted to thank you, Brother Love, for basically clarifying what I was trying to say about the hustlers in all its entirety. Because exactly, this is why I said that they were hating, because they tried to lowball the term hustler.
Man, nobody talking.
If everybody
wait for my man to talk. You go on mute and let the man
Yeah,
talk.
hold up. No, hold up. Thank you. Thank you. Hear me?
I'm here, but I don't need to be here.
No, I got you. Hold up. I have a question. I would like for you and this man to have a conversation. Please, for me, please. Okay, you see, he's a former hustler, okay? Angel, are you listening? Are you listening? Okay, Angel, can you put to her why you left the sisterhood alone? I'd like to hear her response to that.
To me?
Yeah. I mean, long crossing borders. Why did you decide? Oh, Angel, why you keep running? Every time I do that, she jump up. I want to know why you left the sisterhood alone. I want to hear what you had to say.
It wasn't.
I ran around.
No, not you.
Oh. No, I want to hear what she has to say because you left the sister alone.
All right, that's good. That's enough. Remove this.
So when that? Oh, okay.
That's it. I mean, that's all. I mean, I've laid out my terms and my views on this. Not really on the audio or wherever you listen to, guys. In regards to my reasons why women cheat, and here's why. And I did a stream months ago about this cheating thing. I remember I read one of the books from the Red Book from Obsidian about the cheating aspects, which he had some evidence on that. But now, me doing another recap on this is telling. But overall, like I said, if you're a man, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Keep in mind that you're dealing with relationships or women here in the West. Keep in mind that you're going to be in a cuckold position. Now think about it. Yeah, it's real out here. You know, I don't tell y'all that, but that's the highest possibilities. And one person wrote in the chat room about Remy and Papoose. Personally, how I look at it, I think that jump scripted. Now I think about it.
Scripted.
Yeah, I think it's too obvious. And here's why. Because think about it. What a lot of celebrities are starting to do now, like this lady that, which I'm not gonna name, you might know what I'm talking about. They're doing things and putting things out here in the media for a quick attention buzz, where it might go viral. And once to know that their names being talked about, what's the next step? They're gonna market something so people could check out. It's the best marketing ploy. I heard Remy has some female rap battle arena, which she put out this year, and it's not really doing well, or people are not really, really giving that attention. So what's the next step? You need to create a controversy, so that way it could probably bring some momentum to what she's doing. I heard one woman said this, and I should did a video on this, but I never came across this. But her take is that it's not a ploy just to draw attention and gravitate and create some buzz for this new thing she's doing, so people could watch it, in my opinion. So I'm not going more in that. That's what I'm trying to conclude on that. But on that, you have any closing remarks, Hustler? I'm gonna call it today.
Yeah, me too. I'm finna hit the sack myself. But now, as far as women cheating is concerned, yes, it's a common fact that they do it more. I mean, for some, it's a matter of opinion who cheats more, men or women alike. but we all know it's
Mhm.
not the same when men and women cheat, because you know when we men cheat, it's not the same as when women cheat. When we cheat, we're looking for a free smash, a pump and dump. But when these women be cheating, it's like they're looking for a new bay and a new attachment. So it's wrong on
Mhm.
both ends, but unfortunately, it's not the same on both ends. And it's worse when women cheat because women can actually get pregnant by the sad dude. Imagine you meet a
Mhm.
woman, y'all in a relationship, y'all get married, but then she has an affair with her neighbor or whatever. He knocks her up, and now she come back to you saying she's pregnant. You think this is your child, and you become a victim of a paternity fraud. Ain't that about
Mhm.
some ish?
Yeah, man. I forgot about that, you know, where they might put a baby and they might put on you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly. I don't know if you remember, but I did a whole show talking about how Tennessee not only passed a law that's going to eliminate no fault divorces, but they're passing another law to enforce mandatory paternity tests out there in Tennessee.
Yeah, and that's a good in the right direction, personally. Because the fertility fraud in America, because it's roughly now above or slightly 30%, that's too high, in my opinion. I mean, it's out of 7%, some men might be fathering kids that is theirs, and the other 30 might be not. But like I said, a male's not really invested to know if that's their kid, if they're engaged in relationships with their significant other, you know. It's a different time we live in now. It's not like times when, you know, people used to, you know, didn't have no fault divorce. Mother and grandma might have outside kids, but they wouldn't know because there was nobody testing these kids. So now we live in those times, in the modern times, where everybody has to be looked and examined. And you should know as a man if that's really yours. You should have the right to know that the kid that you're raising and grooming, or what I like to use the word groom, but that you're involved, it should be at least yours. That would be the most respectful thing. But you know, we still
Yeah.
move in old fashioned ways and not up to the 21st century. So, all right, thank you, Hudson Muster, for coming up.
Yeah, not a problem. Anytime. And by the
All right,
way,
cool.
I got a show this Wednesday coming up at 9 p.m. Be sure to catch that one. Or try to catch it.
Okay. Well, for a quick reminder, just hit in the comment section, so I know. Just a reminder, if you
All
can.
right.
All right, but
I'll,
we'll
I'll try
talk
to
later.
drop my link. I'll try to drop the link to my channel in the chat.
All right, that'll be good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Let me read the last comment sections here. Let's see what's going on here. And let me go up. Okay. What Millen Vest said to JJ? Yes, she recommends JJ deal with 30 and up your woman for men that's 44. JJ, she's telling you can't mess with no 20 something year old. Ain't that something? And JJ writes, I don't waste time with females who is too old to have healthy kids without being high risk births. Okay. I didn't say he said that. Yeah, I mean she's referring to Hustler earlier on. I had several women friends have healthy children in their 30s. Yeah, I mean you can have children in your 30s. No one said you can't give birth. Even some as 40s, kind of pushing, kind of a little too old for women to be pushing babies at 40, especially first time. If you already had babies and then you had one in your 40s, that's fine. I don't want a single mother neither. Too many liabilities and risk factors. Okay. Unfortunately, older women in their 40s and 50s still have unrealistic expectations and standards competing for the same HVM high value man that younger women want. Yes. I totally understand, JJ. Yep. There's someone out there who matches your need. Yes. JJ will find it. Real Mac. Yeah. Interesting, she is tight about the former thug making his point. Indeed, she is. Females who have too many soul ties are not fit to be with because they are too tainted biologically and spiritually. May God bless them. That goes both ways, JJ. And we got Robbie with the butterflies. You know, she likes to do the butterfly effect. Woo! And the nice, cute butterflies flying around the screen. Looks like fucking, I mean, it looks like roses. I almost said the word. Yeah. Hey, just sliding through. Yeah, I know. Salute. Men bring babies via cheating as well. It all goes both ways. Yeah, some men will have outside babies and sometimes won't tell the woman. But nowadays, you won't know unless his money is being squeezed from another resource. Rachel. There's no worse hurt and disrespect your partner is wrong. Come on now. Shake my head. Good men like me are tired of non-virtuous women. So many of us got our passports in monk mode or both. Yeah. JJ list is long. Good luck out there, JJ. The data on cheating is 26% men, 25% women, but we know that women cheat at a higher rate, and most are embarrassed to admit they have. Yep. Someone said, Robbie, I'm not trying to trigger anyone, but I'm sharing wisdom from the things I have learned for myself. You guys have really negative attitude towards women and romantic relationships over here, I see. Yeah, some of the men, they have their views about women. It comes with territory, Melon Vessel. It is what it is, you know. I'm not sure Rob B or Shad is still in the building. Let me know if you guys still in the building. Right. And like always, please support and donate to the channel. And look like everybody left all their comments. All right. This is it. The links to follow Chaos Reign are the following. And I'll put them in the description, make sure. Oh, matter of fact, let me send it to my good friend Queens of Virtue. Queen, let me do this. Because I forgot. I'll post this for you, Queen, so you could post this for future live streams to make things a little easier. Okay. If you can't, Queen, my wonderful moderator, for future streams, if you could post these, I'm gonna send it to you on your Facebook. Oh, where is it? Hold on. All right, here you go. These are links that I would like you to post for future streams. I'm Queen of Virtue. Y'all guys can follow me on the following. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos Reign 7, which I'll post here. Also, you can also follow me and add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Reign on Facebook. Which let me see where it is. All right, another one. Also, follow and join my Rumble page as well. I'm gonna post it here. Where's Rumble? Try to find it. Oh, here's CRain23 on Rumble. So add me as a person on Rumble as well. Who's that? And also join the Discord service of the Chaos Reign show as well. Discord. And there we go. All right. So those are links to follow me. Hold on. And please become a channel member here of the Chaos Reign channel as well. Like I said, there's 2 tiers to join the Chaos Reign show. Like I said, I have some videos that's on the membership, not many, and it's gonna probably be more to come. But so far, those are links to follow me. And like always, guys, leave a comment, leave a like on your way in, on your way out on the building. And thank y'all for listening. Be sure to look out for the next. Oh, how do you join? Oh, 1 second. I'm glad you asked, Queen of Virtue. 1 second. Let me pull up the join. Since you asked. This is the link to join the Chaos Rain channel. And let me make sure that link works. I gotta check if it works. Hold on. All right, yep, it works. Okay. It works. That's the link to join to become a member of the channel. That's it. I gave you all links. Y'all go back to replay of this, leave a comment, like on your way in, on your way out, and thank y'all for listening. Until next time, Chaos Rain.